What's up, everybody? This is Adam here. Today's video, what we'll be talking about is basically they had a close ceremony today. I wasn't expecting it to come today, and the point is, Duel Links. I mean, the Yu-Gi-Oh didn't do better than how Pokemon did with the ceremonies. The ceremonies for the Duel Link wasn't as special. I know they had a couple collaborations with different clubs like Nike and the football. Yeah, I think NFL or something. Yeah, but today's is like most likely it's going to be something that they talk about is the Duel Monsters World. So as you know, in the past is that some characters didn't have lines with certain cards. You know, they exactly supposed to have lines with certain cards that is being shown up. So if you remember back in the past, Duke had an event that the storyline was a little bit different, and they mixed it with the let's just say they mixed it with the manga. And the point what they was trying to do is related to that. So this will literally means that all the worlds could be fixed that way. So them giving the update will be probably the biggest thing that they ever did. So they also giving us confirmed cards that's coming. That is a chron. This would be a chronicle card that they have, and then this is an overrush card of if I had a dragon. Yeah, so this is a totally a good card for you to be able to use. So what I could just say is that this card definitely could be good in most decks. So this makes perfect sense. So this doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna have a new character because doing the whole point these are linkers just sum it up, but due to the fact this is probably Yugi's without his cape, the jacket, so I'm pretty sure this is confirming that he's probably gonna have some kind of alternative form. This is probably pretty much his the way he is, because usually he'll wear the jacket they always wear from school. That's like the school. If you yeah, I don't know if he goes to the school, so that's why he always had his jacket going up on the side, so it looks very cool with that. But we see him without it, so that must mean that that's how he's probably gonna look like. So we have two characters, is Noah and Darts. So one thing for sure, these two characters do not have nothing to do with alternative. So these are one of the characters that they was talking about that's coming, but it's about three characters that's coming. So I think Rafael is gonna be part of that. So I don't think it's gonna be anything that's related GX having one or not. They made all that change. So this is how the alternative already looks. Because in Rush Duel they don't put the whole name. It have like the three variation letters is F H D. So that counts that sums up with that. So one of the things that the characters that we can also see that can be confirmed to come from the ones where I'm just gonna let you know this. All these characters not coming in this whole year. They gonna have them come in several year months, because we got Casey Phillips, we have other characters, we got Rush content. So most certainly they have to separate with that, and they also have other reruns. That's the reason why this month, the next month is probably like a rerun thing for all the other things that's exactly come. Because I'm pretty sure the next in October we will have a one character. So we could expect, I don't know random who comes out first, Noah or Darts. So both of the ace monsters is in there, so that we could confirm. And Jeffrey Leon, so like one thing for sure is that Leon's a character that I always wanted to have in Duel Links, because he has a what the Golden Castle. Okay, let me see. But they also mentioned something about these events will have flip. These are called. This is based like an update. It's not a new world. It's like a clear updates like an update to New World. So just like what they did with Garage, instead of him having the dual gauges, they have him have the red eye thing. That's more basically he's from another world, so he can see the virtual projects without using the dual gauge. So I'm pretty sure is that this one is the probably the only one to go castle support we don't have. I think if it's some so yeah, this card can't be normal something without tripping in. So this would be also a good thing. Yeah, this card exactly does destroy a card on the field. And then if this skill has like a be able to be appears, that'd be good. Like tell me you don't have to worry about defense monsters unless you're going to shout down monsters. But yeah, so that's what we have for this. So I think yeah, I don't think it's any other thing than that. Yeah, because I remember back then when I was getting this box, I was always I was like getting these kind of cards. I was like, I want to win this thing. Now, one thing is another thing I gotta tell you is that Darks or Noah was never gonna be in Duel Links. I'll let you know this: if they never had this update, they never was gonna be in Duel Links at all. Like being like the other time, I know when we had the Silver or Crackers, I thought we was getting Darks that month, but like people was wondering like we don't have enough cards. I'm like, meaning, yeah, we don't actually don't because some of the cards he used in the anime is has not been a reprint. It hasn't been reprinted. But I just say it's a more than enough. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, that now this makes me think that we can probably get something a little bit more. Yeah. So I'm thinking that the cards that like we could get is so we going by the so we got the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Virtual Rule, the Waking Dragons, and the Casey Grand card. Otherwise, that's so they're gonna have all these coming at the last minute. So now this makes us wonder, like, is it gonna be a new character that's gonna come right? We don't know that because one of the things is probably gonna be some kind of special event that's gonna be held in the early October. So they probably gonna have some kind of yeah. So Dual Monsters is gonna have the world's gonna have some kind of event, one of these events that they're gonna have. So one other thing is that they might go with these two. I'm pretty sure they might go with Zephyr or Leon. I'm sure. So they could go with that. So Zephyr Monsters is kind of we have all those cards in on Duel Links. It's some missing, and I just think that we get the other cards. They kind of like meta a meta deck. So let's see if I could search them. We'll see something. Let's see if I can search them. Oh, yeah, that's what I want to do. Alright, so I'm gonna search them. Because there's a lot of cards that they got that's being world. So that this makes us think that like as we still gonna get the box. We I don't know. Like to me, I don't even know about that. Like I think like characters like the big fat. I don't exactly know if they gonna be on. We don't know because I just say that if they got you Slime Popping here and all those other characters that nobody barely talks about, then I think it's guaranteed for them to be at the wins. So yeah, I won't push it past them that they have. Okay, here it is. All right, let's see something. All right, let's put this in so we can see which ones is not in there. basically got. Okay, so these are the ones that could be definitely a combo that you can use with this. So literally these. Oh, okay, we got this. So we don't got this yet. So these would definitely work good in the skill because they could banish cards and they also could attack directly too. So yeah, this deck is kind of a little bit dangerous. So so yeah. And the crazy part is that this card cannot be like whenever this card is activated, no effects can be activated on this. When it's activated, okay. So yeah, so this. But it's a lot of other cards that I do know is has not been created that Zephyr uses, so yeah, it's not going to be up to that. So, well, these two cards are confirmed to be free as a, I guess, as the update. That's what the update is. So the next, okay, so then the next slide. This shows a new currency also that appears with alongside the gems. The currency may be the is accidentally reveal a crystal currency which comment added test for the shopping help session back in July 2025. Yeah, so most likely you be a purchase. The product can be purchased by using these. These can't be attained on the crystal purchase. Yeah, so this is the release date, September the 30th, and this is the right pronunciation of the card. So yeah, Fight of the Dragon is kind of like a powerful dragon card that can't be destroyed only by light monsters. So it's a thing that is alongside of it. So you have to purchase some kind of crystal things to get Eternals. I don't know if you get gems with this. So it looked like to me that it's some kind of thing, further thing that's with this. I don't know if this is a new player because the only reason why I say this is that how the way this thing look with the full spawn. So yeah, so they add different furs to the world depending on what is going on. So this look most likely this look like the art, the champion world championships art. That's like basically the fourth season when they was going to Zephyr. So like when we do get this, I think it's gonna probably be a double event, pretty much with Zephyr or Zephyr and Lee. We like the point will be like is they gonna have different lines or they gonna just have um single story. I think they probably gonna stick to the story. Probably Leon or that concept. By it being so yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see. What else is there? I'm expecting that this card is gonna have some animation. That's if they do it really cool. I don't really think the other ones will have one. I think this one will have it just like with dartiz. So that's why this thing. I just think that we'll probably get this. I'm pretty sure we'll get this pretty much right. I think it's probably gonna be a structure that with this one. This one is kind. I think this one's kind of new. So I don't think that's successful. This one's new too. So all right. Let me check under dark magician so we see what we got. So pretty much we'll get some of those blue eyes and some of the dark edition support pretty much in October, I think. Yeah, I was just thinking about it. This should be yeah, this one should be the one that we get. And I was thinking about this too. Yeah. It's kind of surprising we don't exactly have to. Yeah, they definitely about to do a whole box with it. So yeah, we still don't know when the main boss comes out. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we don't even. Yeah, we don't even know at the moment. Just trying to see the other cards. So like this. So that's Tyrant Wing. It's yeah, I want to go to this. Yeah, I'm trying to visit to see which other dragons we could. Let's see what support that we're missing because we could attain it. It's going to pretty much be a main boss when Darks do come out. I'll just say that they not gonna come out in all in just 1 month. Okay, yeah, we got this. Yeah, this came with a ticket. This came out like in 2023. Yeah, when this came out. Okay, yeah, so this came out in 2019. We still don't got this yet. Then we have the. I don't think we got Crush Rice yet. So yeah, these the ones that we need to be thinking about. That could be in the box alongside of Dark. Because Dark doesn't have that many supporter cards like that because they have been printed. That's why I was just say like Rafael probably is the one that has it. Most of the ones that's reprinted, some does it. Because like to summon his monsters, you have to some of his ace monsters, you have to have no cards in your graveyard. I think the monsters. So let's see what they have. And what I can just say, what I can just say about this event, the way they announced it was pretty poor. It was not as good. That's why I just say that Pokemon did a much better job with how they presented stuff. And yeah, the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh, I just say, yeah, I could pretty much, I was expecting them to do something like this too. All right, so most of this stuff we already got, so it's not too much of this that is more acceptable like that. So yeah, so this card could be. I'm pretty sure that This card is going to be definitely a good asset to this. So yeah, this card. The crazy thing with this card is that this card is definitely could do a lot of damage. So once my turn, this card battles during damage, you make this card can't tell become equal to the opposite battles on the field. So yeah, this is a good monster. And the good thing is that this card's unaffected by other card effects. So yeah, it is most likely good in a way. But I'm gonna go back to the let's just say okay, let's go back. Yeah, I'm gonna try to revisit some of these other things. So like the alternative scales, so these are the ones that we have to be looking out for. So now what we could exactly expect is that these are alternative scales that we're gonna have. So we're gonna basically have about two. I would just say it's about two of this year. I don't really think all of them gonna come out in this year. So we got like two more. So one could be for yeah, so most likely Yami, so they need to tease that too. And then one is gonna be for Zaxel, which is National Marine. So just to keep in mind that National Marine was teased by another sort. Well, maybe if they don't come, it might be a set up rush story, or it might be through Angel, at least that we can know. So we still waiting for some of these other cards to exactly coming out. Like I just think that the Evil Heroes is definitely gonna win the medalist again. Yeah, we already know these came out already. And we still waiting. We already know the generators is coming out pretty soon. All right, so let's go back. So let's go to the other side. So yeah, it's like the thing with the currency thing is that yeah they already yeah this was way back then that they have. I think that the crystal thing that you see on alongside with the gems, I think you could purchase packs and you could probably purchase gems by paying a certain amount of money. Like Master Duel has a function, has a feature where you could pay or use your money to pay for gems. You get an extra amount of gems. This depends on how much you pay. So, yeah, but I've been hearing around that this card is going to be coming, but they just decided to add it as an annotatable card. So that is not still not exactly coming at the moment. What else? Okay, that's just keep looking. Okay, yeah, this ain't nothing big. And like this being known, is just for some reason I just think that this card was actually come whenever the Blue Angel have a skin alternative skin. So the one thing for sure is that which alternative skin will come first. Most likely the blue gal one with the trick stars, or they gonna probably do opposites this around thing. So we have to see how that goes. And we now know that these could be confirmed to most likely. Yeah, most likely they could come right along with Dual Monsters World Update. So we have to see how that goes. So like these kind of cards, like I would really just say that we don't exactly know when these come, but it just takes so I keep thinking like what I just think is that since Luke and Henley is not in the mid, it's not in the mid. I think it's probably gonna be a build. It might not be a build up box. I don't exactly don't know. So that's what I just think. So it, so all these other skills. So I was looking at the events that's coming up. This is gonna be in the box because I yeah checking through the events in September. There's not gonna be no other thing that has a event. So yeah, so it must be yeah. It has to be some kind of box that's coming along with some a new cards. I think it's gonna be a rush box because the rush yeah because it's gonna be a rush box and somewhere in the early they gonna have a speedo box that's gonna come alongside it. Yeah, so these cards definitely gonna come with whenever if around the main boss or just part of some kind of thing that we will get. So otherwise from that, yeah, these cards that we can expect to come that way. But I could just tell one thing I could just say is that this has been the most disappointing thing that I've ever seen. I don't really think like to me I don't really think that them showing this will be a thing for us to be excited for because one of the things they haven't told us like what is exactly is going to be happening. They just showed us like oh it's an update on the third. Obviously we can know that it is, so we have to just see like the fact to be like you could go has event is at the late that goes to show you that this event probably the event is in the rush thing. So whatever happens happens. So ain't nothing we could complain about that what they gonna have. But at least we could be having more gems, more characters that's coming along the way. But I just think that we gonna have some kind of courtesy thing that lets us purchase packs, different packs to help us get something in the box with certain cards, just like how Master Duel does with their cards. Because I think it's gonna be certain ticket exchange ones where you can get certain cards from, and I think you have to pay with your you want to pay with your money, just like the Buster Soldier. So that's what you have to worry about. But otherwise from that, it's not no. I don't have no problem with how the way this is set up. But this feels kind of late. It's not like a lot of information. That's something that we know. Like something like this could be put into the Duelix app where they could just tell us like what's exactly going on. Yeah, we know it's a bit something at least so like some kind of trailer something so we could exactly know what's going on. But it's just an update. So this literally means that what if okay, just say okay, third we got the update. What if October we don't get no Dual Monsters events for this year? Like just say if we don't get no Dual Monsters world events doing this year, probably just one, and it's just probably one what would be like one character because we got all these other worlds and we got Rush dueling, so they don't have that. So yeah, they could. I think they could have update the Rush dueling, but they wanted to do Dual Monsters World because they had been sleeping on it for a very long time. But otherwise from that's all I have. But this is the event. I just hope that we get more better cards that could exactly change the meta game. And we still waiting for the ban list too. Yeah, before I leave, we could just check out the decks, especially the ones from Rush Duel. So according to the speed, so let's just see did we get any surprises. Me watching the players duel, so it's so the player that won it had sword deck, sword character, and then it used a shadow deck. Merrick Ishtar with the Spada, then Yami Yugi with the Chimera skill, and Jackass with the Resonators, then you and Esther with the Utopia skill. Okay. And then the other person has Soul Burning Flame with that. So yeah, so it's been more basically the exact same how it was in the meta, which what the other player has in other cards that it hasn't. Yeah, so it's like mostly it's using the meta. So just know these are gonna get hit anyways. Then the brush dueling, so the player in this person won. So you could Odo with the spellcasters, then you could go with the baseball, then you could very good with the white galaxy. Yeah, it's like these are the ones that we always use that we see in the meta, and it's gonna get hit. I don't know. I already know what's getting hit. So yeah, but yeah, let's just check this out just so we gonna do it. So it's some kind of thing that's going on with the football thing. They have a kind of relation, so I'm guessing it's supposed to be. I'm guessing we're gonna get some kind of icon thing that comes with it. It's gonna be some kind of thing that they're gonna have on kind of anniversary thing. So, but they said it's gonna be later this year, so we could just say December. But otherwise, make sure you subscribe and drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.